subscribe. Don't cost you anything, not even a nickel or dime. Shout out to Alex for always keeping me updated. Click the link in the description for your cool Piston gear. Let's get into it. So the Pistons are still in the same place in the last 4 years that Troy Weaver got hired. He must get fired this summer ASAP. No. I'm just playing, but he has to get fired. Um, the most craziest thing is that he doesn't necessarily care. His whole philosophy was to literally take on bad contract for second round picks and literally hope that we were going to get the number one pick or highest in the lottery. And that don't work no more. The NBA is no longer letting teams tank for bad picks. They're no longer letting teams tank for bad picks. And since they're no longer letting players tank for bad picks, we must not have it happen. This cannot happen no more. This cannot happen no more. The Detroit Pistons must can't be this bad no more. They got to get rid of them because this is ridiculous. There's no reason why, if I hired you in 2020, you should have this team not improve and still remain the same when you got here. This team is still in the same place as when he got hired. They still are the bottom of the barrel team in 4 years since he got hired, which is crazy to think about because rebuilds ain't really supposed to take no longer than 4 or 5 years, and we still in the same place because Troy Weaver don't know how to manage assets, don't know how to trade nobody. I mean, don't know how to make the right trades. I even said he missed on some key draft picks, and it's true. So Troy Weaver do not know how to do his job. Is he good at getting draft talent? He's okay at it. But the one thing that Troy Weaver don't know how to do is trade his assets at the highest value. He waits until they at the absolutely lowest and then trade them. He don't know how to work the trade machine, in my opinion. He's made some okay trades, but at the most, he's made some very questionable trades and he's made some good trades. I don't think he's the guy for the job. The Pistons need to find somebody else. There's no reason why we're still at the rock bottom today because of Troy Weaver. There's no reason we should be still at rock bottom in 4 years. There's no reason. When like you got teams like the OKC Thunder, you got teams like the Magic, you got teams like the Houston Rockets. There's no way they're making the play in and we're still one of the worst teams when we rebuild at the same time. There's just no way. It's getting so bad, new teams are starting to rebuild. San Antonio, the Washington Wizards, etc. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy to see that new teams are starting to rebuild and the Pistons are still rebuilding 4 years later. I might change the title to that. The Pistons are still rebuilding 4 years later. That's why Troy has to get fired. Still rebuilding. Don't make no sense. Don't make no sense at all. It's absolutely crazy if you think about it. 4 years later and we're still rebuilding. 4 years later and we're still rebuilding. 4 years later and we're still rebuilding. That's absolutely insane. That's absolutely insane. That's sad. That's a shame. That's crazy. That's sad. That's blasphemy. How the Detroit Pistons is still this bad after 4 years of him being a general manager and not how making the proper moves. It's sad that Tom Gores, instead of going find out the right candidates, he like to steal candidates. He like to overpay for Monty Williams. He trying to overpay for Tim Connolly right now to get them off the Timberwolves. Like we got a dysfunction um, front office, and that's why we gonna keep losing until we change almost the entire front office. The Pistons is not gonna be winning nothing or took or be taken seriously, and that's just the fact of the matter. Is the saddest part is that we could actually be a great team. We could actually make a difference. We can actually go back to the old ways. Basketball is not a very hard to acquire team that can make something, but it's very hard when your GM keep on drafting non-shooter after non-shooter after non-shooter after non-shooter in the league where you have to shoot to be able to survive. We won the worst 3-point teams last year. One of the worst. Kate Cunningham got to deal with people double team him in a car to paint because nobody can shoot around him for you. Thank God you got Simone Fatecchio. That's why in this draft, I don't even want to hear it. I don't care what nobody got to say. The dude that I like for the Detroit Pistons at number 5, if they make the pick, is Dalton Connect. Dalton Connect makes the most sense because he shot 7. On 7 attempts, he shot 39% from 3. On 6, he nearly attempted 600 threes at Tennessee. 600 threes. That's what we need. We need a 3-point shooter. We don't need a guy and hoping he can shoot. I'm not high on Montes Sabellis or Ron Holland because they can't shoot for their life. And the last thing we need to get is somebody another person on this team that can't shoot to save their life. I'm sorry. Can't shoot right now. I need to know what you is right now. We need a shooter right now, not a shooter down the line. I'm sorry. And it is what it is, and people don't want to hear that. I need a shooter right now. Not 5 years, not in 6 years, not in 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 years. I need a shooter right now. I need a shooter right now. That's my opinion on how I feel and why I think Troy Weaver need to get let go. Because he just likes big man and he like guards, but we literally have no wings. Our best wing that we have so far is Jeremy Grant, Simone Fatecchio. You got Bojan Bogdanovic, which is good, but there's nobody really else. We just finally getting a Sar Thompson, which is cool. He a rookie. But the big problem is he like too many big men and too many guards. He is holding the Pistons back. He's a big reason why they are where they are now. He don't know what he doing. It's his first time being a GM. He was assistant GM at OKC Thunder. I'm really starting to question and believe if he had anything to do with picking them other guys. That's what I'm questioning. I'm being dead serious. Cause Sam Presti doing phenomenal without him. Just saying. I think he a good number 2 and number 3 guy. That's how I feel about Troy Weaver. But it's your boy Piston Mike. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't cost you anything, not even a nickel or dime. Shout out to Alex for always keeping me updated. Got the link in the description for your cool Piston gear. I love y'all, man. It's your boy Piston Mike. I am out. Have a good one. Yeah, I'm out. Peace.